Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Obsidian Foxglove. Enjoy. Hello everybody and welcome back to another one of my videos. This is another video on the Chrima SMP, or however you pronounce that. But let's do our usual in this series and catch you up on what happened during the time I haven't recorded on the server. So as you can see, naturally, I have full netherite gear now. I don't have any netherite tools with the exception of this sword, but it's not mine. Silence is mine, but Buster isn't. I'm borrowing this thing. So what happened on this server was, first of all, I built that statue. Well, not really. I didn't build it block by block. I used a schematic cannon. I built this wall, of course, did this path, and I finished that other structure that I was working on in my last video that you never got to see me finish because I was running short on time. Well, recording time anyway. So there is one other thing. Well, not one other thing. There's a few more things. First is downstairs. This tunnel right here leads to an elevator, something Deathstorm built, but this elevator is fully connected to our base. The first layer that you've seen is on floor 0. So there has been a lot of changes on this particular floor. It has been expanded greatly, right? So you remember that farm I showed you? It's fully automated now. There's carrots, beetroot, tomatoes, and then all the way back here is the cabbage farm. Although I have to say, this is my first time seeing whatever the heck this is. This looks like train storage. There's something automated in here. I don't know. These are like conveyor belts right here. Right. Oh, so this must be something to like duplicate ores because there's crushing wheels here. Anyway, this isn't the only thing I wanted to show you. The next thing I wanted to show you is on the third level of this base. So there's level 0, which is this one. There's level 1. I guess that's a new change as well. I'll take you up there as well once I find the elevator. Right, yeah, Deathstorm dug this out because unlike them, I don't have the slide enchantment. I have strafe. So where? Okay, the elevator is right here. Doesn't look like Panzer's currently using it. Oh, there's the button. So this should bring the elevator back down. So the first layer I'm going to show you is layer 1, an area that Deathstorm dug out, and that's what this is. This whole thing was dug out by Deathstorm. This is a second storage unit that is supposed to be connected to the one downstairs, even though it isn't. And right here is an unloader for a borer, which is something I made recently. I made myself a borer because we use them so often, and yet they keep getting ruined, or somebody steals them, or whatever. So the next thing I need to show you would be layer 3, the very topmost spot of our base, and it's also where the elevator's pulley is. And here we are, level 3. I built these walls here. ADFD wanted a keep to be built here, which if you don't know what a keep is, it's pretty much another word for fortress or castle, but he wanted a keep to be built here to protect the pulley system of our elevator, which is right there. And so I've been doing some work here recently. Specifically, what I mean by recently is last night. Oh my god. No, I have a bed up here. Oh, I have a bed on me. Yeah, I'm going to sleep. Peace. So I've recently been doing work up here. Let me show you. It's specifically terraforming with my borer. See, I flattened this entire area out, which was originally a mountaintop. As you can tell by the dirt that's left behind, I still need to switch that to deep slate to fit in with the rest of the wall. But I had to break this mountain peak because it was way too easy for someone to simply jump over our walls, and so I needed to do something about it, and that's what I did. That would be the entrance of our base right there. Yeah, that's what that totem or pole, whatever you want to call it, that's what that's marking our base. I should probably tear that down, maybe build a guard tower or something there, something that could still serve as a sort of landmark, something to serve as a landmark in case we need to find our way back here again. So this is the third level, the final level of our base. Now I'm gonna go back to the first level to show you my borer. All right, now that we're back on the first level, let me place down my boring machine. By the way, this is to automatically unload it, but I built this thing and then I copied it into a schematic because I hate learning on survival. So I built this into a schematic and then I used my schematic cannon, which is something I have now, by the way, to build this thing. Now, you may be wondering, what am I going to do today? What is the point of this video? And the point of this video is this. If you know anything about the schematic cannon, you would know that this is a in-use schematic. What I want to do is, when we go down, I had to go up, not down. Anyway, so what this video is about is this specific schematic. And so I'm going to go to my schematic cannon and place this down so you all can see it. My schematic cannon is right there, and I used it to build my statue right there. This is supposed to be the symbol of the Imperium of Man. Don't mind how familiar it looks. I swear it's only a coincidence. I want to use this schematic cannon, my schematic cannon, to build this. Give you some insight into what this is. This, my friends, my lovely viewers and subscribers, is my paving machine. Of course, it's currently on ground level. It needs to sink down one block for it to work, but this is my paving machine. It's to make paths. So if you're wondering what all these blocks do, first, those are deployers. So deployers place blocks. See, deployers place blocks, or they use items depending on what you intend them to be used for. And these are drills. Now, I imagine you know what a industrial drill is for. Of course, these aren't called industrial drills, they're mechanical drills, but these are to break blocks. So what happens, or what needs to happen, is that these drills breaks this layer of stone, and these deployers behind those drills place blocks, and that is what my path is for. So I have deep slate bricks here, and then these 3 blocks are deep slate tiles, and that is what I want my path to be. So hold on, I need to dig out this spot right here so I could place down my drill properly. All right, since this is now, that's what I want. So, where did you come from? I thought I had this place well lit. Guess not. Anyway, so this is my paving machine. So, I'm going to use my schematic cannon to build this. So, I am going to need to gather the materials for it, and that's what this video is mainly going to be about. So, what do I need? 1 cart assembler, got that. 17 chests, 1 rail, I got that. So I got the rails. Now I need chests, deep slate tiles, and so we pretty much have all of this, and I'm able to make all of that. So I'm gonna go down to our main base, which, if you remember correctly, is level 0, the 0th floor, or the ground floor. So I am gonna go over there. I'll jump in time. So what all do I need? I need 17 chests. Do we have chests in here? Chests, yes we do. That's good for me. I only need 17 of them though. All those can go back. So I got the 17 chests. Now, a single deep slate tile. Deep slate, yeah, okay, I don't got any deep slate tiles. So I'm gonna use the stone cutter. Give me a deep slate tile. I got that. Now I need 7 deployers. So let me see how to make those. Deployer. I need, that's not too difficult. I need, how many of those do I need? 7. So I need 28 brass sheets. It looks like I'm gonna have to make more brass. Yeah, more brass it is. So copper, and I think iron, maybe. Iron mixer. I know you need the mixer for it. No, that's compacting, pressing, recipe, rolling, automated shapeless crafting. So none of this is what I need. So how do I make brass? Brass is copper and zinc. Copper and zinc. That's not too difficult. This should get me 2 stacks of brass. I think somebody moved the machine. Oh, nope, right here. Copper and zinc, right? And then I fade the blaze burner some charcoal, and this should start mixing. Take the filter out. What's in this filter anyway? Oh, so somebody was making salads here, but I need brass, not salads. So I am gonna wait until all of my brass is made. All right, all of my brass is made, and since I need these for brass sheets, oh yeah, I think this is what I need. Yeah, now we need for all these to get pounded into the sheets that I can use to make those little hands. All right, I got the brass sheets that I needed. So what else did I need? I believe I needed, oh, hold on, I need to make these first. I need 28 of them. So andesite alloys, that's what I needed. Andesite, okay, so all of our andesite very clearly is up on the next storage unit, so I'll have to improvise and make more andesite alloys down here, which I can do with zinc. I need nugget form of zinc and andesite. I believe it's like this. No, it's not. More like this. How do I make an andesite alloy? Is it 1 1? No. Andesite alloy. So, okay, so it's in a cross patch like this. Andesite alloys, and I need 28 of these. I think I need 28. Wait, no. No, I only need 7 of them. Only 7. Everything else can go back in here. So now I can make those hands, which are like this. Like that. I need 7 of these, and so back to the deployer. I need 7 electron tubes, which are polished rose quartz and iron sheets. Nothing too difficult. Drop those in there. So, do we have any? No, of course not. Rose quartz.
My new shaders have motion blur, and that, like, everything was blurry for me.
Mind that.
Good afternoon.
Hi, Abby.
Semly and Panzer are talking.
I'm here to get stuff to make golden carrots.
So
Give me a minute. Is it golden nuggets or golden ingots that I need for this?
So it's 1 quartz, 7 redstone.
Well, let's find out.
Does everyone on your team have, what's it called, except for you?
Netherite?
And
Pretty much.
do this.
Who doesn't?
Now I need sandpaper.
Me, I'm pretty sure. Alright, yeah, it's nuggets.
Yep, I need multiple of
Oh,
this.
that is cool.
And
That is
use
cool.
sandpaper. Don't mind Semly and Panzer here. They can't hear me. Or at least I hope they can't, because then this would be embarrassing, but they're simply talking among themselves.
Man, if these shaders didn't have motion
yeah,
blur, they would
can't.
be
They
so
can't hear
much
me.
better than
I need all of these quartz.
that they've got motion blur.
2 more.
Oh,
And
hey.
there we go. I only need 7 of them for the electron tubes. So I need 7
Alright, I got 8
iron
carrots,
sheets
so
as well.
I probably need double that.
Iron sheets, we don't have any iron sheets, so I'll have to make some.
Okay,
That's
got your
a
shell
simple
farm.
fix. Alright, I got the iron sheets now. Now I need the polished rose quartz, which of course I still have on me. And the recipe's like this. Right, yep. And so what else do I need? I need andesite casing, 7 of them. Do we have any in storage though? Andesite, yes we do. I only need 7 of them, so those can go back in there. And this should give me the deployers I need. So that's another thing I can mark off my list. Now I need linear chassis. I know I have some in here. Yep. I need 7 of these. I think it was 7, right? Did I read that right? Yep, okay. I got those. Now I need the mechanical drills. What's the recipe for those? I don't remember. Mechanical drills. Andesite alloys, iron, and andesite casing. So iron, andesite alloys, and these. I need, how many drills was it? 5 mechanical drills. So do this and increase the recipe to accommodate 5 items. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. That's all the drills I need. Next is the mechanical plow. Mechanical plow right here. 3 iron sheets, 3 andesite alloys. So I need to turn these into sheets as well now. With those sheets, I then have 3 andesite alloys. I need a single plow, which I have all the materials for to make. So, mechanical plow and a single rail, which I already have. I put it in the chest earlier, so that's everything. So now before I leave, I could drop things back off. So andesite casing, andesite alloy, polished rose quartz, iron. That's everything I need to drop off. I need everything else, so time to call down the elevator. I hope Semly and Panzer aren't currently using it because that would be annoying. Come on down, elevator. Yeah, it's coming down. So now I go back up to the 2nd floor, or the 2nd level, which is where the statue is, so keep that in mind. And then I could start the schematic cannon. Alright, I think that's everything I needed for the schematic, and so now I enter this cannon and press play. There's already gunpowder in here because I use this thing quite a bit, quite often. And so now start. This will place down my paving machine, and then I could start putting paths in our tunnels so they're not stone or andesite or dirt or whatever other materials our tunnels make up. So now I need a seat, a furnace minecart, and glue. I need glue. So I have what I need now. I have a seat. So first of all, I'm gonna place this. So this goes into the ground. So the seat would have to go somewhere like, I don't know. It has to be right next to the minecart, right? And then I need to place the minecart. So place this in here. Now I need to glue the machine together, and I have the glue to do that. So first connect the drills, and then connect drills to the body, you know, and then do this all the way here, and then I need to do here to here, and then select the middle one again, re-glue all this because I messed up. Anywho, now I need to glue the chest, so it would go like this. Connect all of these, so that's connected. Right, I need to get those 2 chests up there, down there, down there, and then right there. So now if I get a block, so break you, place this here, pick up my lever, this should turn to a contraption. First, hold right click on that and block the rotation so it doesn't mess up, and do that. So this should be a contraption now. Yep, see, you can't see the blocks outlines anymore. And so now what I need is to do is stock this thing up with rails and deep slate. Type of deep slate I need. So I'm gonna pick it up with my wrench. Okay, that was not supposed to happen. What happened? So all the way there. Now this should be one contraption, right? Block rotation, pick it back up. There we go, all fixed. So now what I need to do is stock this thing up with rails, like I said, and deep slate, specifically deep slate bricks and deep slate tiles, because that's my path of choice. I almost fell in that lava right there. So I now need to go to level 1 downstairs to get those items I need. I can craft the rails, and what was the other thing I needed again? Right, deep slate. We have tons of deep slate. That is not a problem, but this is. I accidentally went to the wrong floor. I need to go back up to 1. If I remember correctly, up here we have over 60,000 deep slate. Do we have any rails in here though? No rails. So I need iron and I need sticks so I can make the rails. And so sticks. It goes like this, goes like this. I don't need that many rails. That's wrong. That is wrong. Is it like this then? Oh, messed up. I forgot how to make rails. So rails, normal rails, generic rails. It takes that much iron. I thought the recipe was, oh, whatever. So use 12 iron. I'm going to have to gather more iron for them so they don't get upset that I'm using so much. So put the iron back too. Now what I need to do is place down my, what is going on there? Right, so undo all this glue. I don't know why it's simply floating in the air here. Hello, zombie. Haste buster. So anyway, put down some rails, place you there. This is what I wanted. So now I break you and do that. I don't want to start it. I don't know why I'm doing this, but I don't want to start it yet. So put the rails in there. And now I need my deep slate options of choice, bricks and tiles. All right, let's test to see if my paver works. So I place down the rails and it faces the way. So now where'd you come from? I do not appreciate your trespass. Get out of here. Anyway, stuff this full of the deep slate. So what this should do is start placing a path once I feed this thing some charcoal. Let's see if it works. It's a 5 wide, so it's the same width as this tunnel. Let's test it. It works. My paving machine works. Let's go. Oh, okay. That's the issue. This isn't supposed to have stopped. This isn't moving. Oh, it's because of the torch. You know, that checks out. So how do I do this? Well, I could get rid of all the torches, but I'm not gonna do that, so let's find a different tunnel. That's not gonna work. I need a tunnel that doesn't have torches set up in the rail path. So that means I'm going to have to go to ground 0. Here we go. All right, so I remembered that so the first layer is down to bedrock level, so my paving equipment isn't useful there. So that simply means that going back up to level 2, I need to make some modifications to my paving machine, and by doing that, by adding a new plow, then the machine will be able to break the torches in its path before it tries to place a rail, if I set this up right anyway. So I'm going to my cart assembler and place this down. See, my bore's been renamed, so place you down and turn this off. There we go. Now this is a machine. Well, it's not a machine anymore. It's a structure now. A structure I'm able to edit. And so the rail is placed right here. So what I can do, I can improvise for starters. Grab some stone. I hope this might work. But if I do this, place that there, that here, and then put down this new plow, and I glue that on to the rest of the structure. Do this, there, and that there. So now, like that, this machine should be able to place torches as well. So now, block rotation, turn it back into a contraption. Is this a part of it? I certainly hope so. Yes, it is. Now, what I could do is go back to where I was previously and start the machine up. All right, I'm back in this tunnel. So now, if I fix this, it goes 1, 2, 3. Well, I'm missing one, but that should be fine. Place this here. Nope, that is facing the wrong direction. Place it here. And so now, if I start this machine, it should be able to break any torches that are obstructing it. Oh no. I came across another problem. What block is it that this machine is placing in the way of its rails. Pick you back up. I need to take this back to my cart assembler. So many issues, so little time. Whatever. Back up I go. Alright. So this is the next test. So this mod is all about trial and error. It's no problem. I need some rails. Yep, you don't need that many rails in there. So now this should work how I want it to. Let's see. I need to fix this part and get it to continue on its way, or not. Now trying it. Go back on there and continue. This is better. Now it's paving. With some success. It's not the fastest thing in the world. I think it's doing a pretty good job though. Look at this nice pathing. And it's a way to place more deep slate, right? Because we have too much of it. We have 40,000 in the first storage and over 240,000 in the second storage. We really need to get rid of it before it clogs all of our chests. And so that's why that's partly one of the reasons why this path is deep slate. Oh, did it run out of blocks? Shouldn't have. I had it well stocked. At least I think I did. Yeah, it should still be going. Simply reset it. This can be a struggle, I suppose, because it is a plow. It's meant to plow. But put this back up and the cart. Let's continue it on its way. It's a merry little way. Exactly how I want it to work. So the biggest issue it seems I'm going to be having is dirt. So, oh, you know what? I realized that this thing can also function as a bridge machine in areas like that, what's coming up ahead, because it can place a full path instead of just this one path. It's not stuck. I thought it was stuck again, but it's not. There's zombies behind it though. Oh, let me jump up there. Let me jump up there. There we go. You two do not belong attacking my machine. Why am I not placing down torches as I go? That's gonna cause problems. So far, so good. It's working as I intended it to. This is a nice path being built. How much more deep slate is in here? I'm gonna have to get it well stocked with bricks and tiles. Cobbled deep slate's being broken now. So this machine works how I wanted it to. Huzzah! So that's the end of this test. Once it makes it onto the other side of this bridge fully, I'm going to pick it back up, and then I'm going to use my borer because I used up a lot of resources that I need to replenish so the others don't get too upset. Oh, and also this rail ends anyway. So pick you up and like that. Ladies and gents and everyone between, my paving machine functions 100% how I want it to. Well, that's everything for today. This episode or this video, whatever you want to call it, is going to be a long one. Its raw footage is reaching up to 40 minutes long, which is, that's got to be the longest raw footage I've made since I started this channel. Anyway, to the outro. Have a good night, a good day, a good afternoon, or a good whatever it is for you, whether it be dusk or dawn. And so, with that being said, goodbye, everyone. Remember, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and comment to boost it in the algorithm. And if you vibe with my content and want to see more, subscribe.